Shalom, beloved family. It's your girl, Sophia Spiritualite, and we're here for our daily prayer and reading. Of course, we meet every day at that morning Sassur. We say a prayer, we read a psalm, and then we do a 3-card reading just to see what messages we can get from the angels and from the Most High. So without further ado, all praise, all glory, and all honor go to the Most High, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the great I am, loving kindness, the God of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, David, Enoch, Moses, Noah, and Solomon. We thank you for another day to have labored in the vineyard. We ask for permission to speak with the angels for just a few moments so that we can get a message that will allow us to be of better service to you and to the kingdom. To the Holy Mother, we thank you for being with us, we thank you for guiding us, and we thank you for walking with us down the path of life. O Divine Mother, illumine me with divine wisdom, vivify me with divine life, and purify me with divine love, that in all I think and say and do, I may be more and more thy child. We acknowledge our older, wiser brother Yahushua and the perfect example he set over how to both climb the tree of life and conquer the tree of death. And to the angels, to our personal guardian angels, to the archangels, to the Council of 9, to the Council of 12, to the Council of 24, to the 24 elders, to the 42-letter name of the Most High, to the 72-letter name of the Most High, to the Council of the 144,000, to the 216 angels that sit atop the tree of life, to the entire administration of angels, and to all the angels whose names we know and the ones whose names we do not know. We ask that you come, be with us for just a few moments, and bring us a message that will allow us to be of better service to the Most High and to the kingdom. Now let's read Psalm 16. Preserve me, O God, for in thee do I put my trust. O my soul, thou hast said unto the Lord, Thou art my Lord, my goodness extendeth not to thee, but to the saints that are in the earth, and to the excellent, in whom is all my delight. Their sorrow shall be multiplied that hasten after another God. Their drink offerings of blood will I not offer, nor take up their names into my lips. The Lord is the portion of mine inheritance and of my cup. Thou maintainest my lot. The lines are fallen unto me in pleasant places. Yea, I have goodly heritage. I will bless the Lord, who hath given me counsel. My reins also instruct me in the night seasons. I have set the Lord always before me, because he is at my right hand. I shall not be moved. Therefore, my heart is glad. My glory rejoiceth, and my flesh also shall rest in hope. For thou wilt not leave my soul in hell, neither wilt thou suffer thy Holy One to see corruption. Thou wilt show me the path of life. In thy presence is fullness of joy. At thy right hand there are pleasures forevermore. Selah. All right, so we have our night deck here. And as I mentioned this morning, I'm working on updating my website. And so right now you'll see that it'll start to look a little bit different. But still, if you leave us your email, you will get a coupon for 10% off of physical goods, and also $5 off the upcoming course, which we have 3 upcoming. Each one is very, very different from the other. So without further ado, all praise, all glory, and all honor go to the Most High, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the great I am, loving kindness, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We thank you for allowing us to speak with the angels for just a few moments so that we can get a message that will allow us to be of better service to you and to the kingdom. We say thank you to the Holy Mother for always being with us. We acknowledge our older, wiser brother Yahushua and the perfect example that he set. And to the angels whom we've already called in, we ask that you give us a message that's clear, that's easy for us to understand, that's easy for us to apply, and that allows us to have a greater understanding of what our work is here. And of course, when you give us the message, we will let the Most High know so that you are given credit for all of your hard work. We thank you for everything that you've done, and we appreciate all of your work, all of your service to us and to the kingdom. All right. No cards fell out, so let's see what we got. We got the Page of Cups. Gateway to Wisdom. This is for me. All right. We got the Seal of Solomon, which is the Six of Pentacles. Lots of wealth cards today. Even from this morning, lots and lots of wealth cards. And we got the King of Cups with Ecclesia Spiritualus. So we're going to use our other book. We're not going to use the book that goes with these cards because I already know what's going to say. Y'all should already know too. It's going to be a whole bunch of Kabbalah and nothing about what these cards mean. All right, so let's start with the King of Cups. We got 2 cups this time. So, yeah, King of Cups. 10. King. All right, the King of Cups. All right. This card usually depicts a scene of self-confidence by way of attainment. The feeling is one of security, which is the accumulated wisdom is willingly shared. And may so indicate a counselor or mentor, especially in a professional field. This is a compassionate person who may be a healer or physician who is loyal and expects this in return, yet is understanding of the shortcomings of others. This may be scientific work indicated by this card, certainly an interest of creative arts. As representative of a person, this is someone who is responsible and liberal-minded, but also protective and kind. And this correlates with responsible, reliable, counselor, creative arts, and sciences. So, again, to start out, we have a card that is called the Gateway to Wisdom and indicates responsible, reliable person. And so we have to make sure that we are being responsible with the information that we have access to. And we are being reliable with the information we have access to. So when you give information to people, make it as accurate as possible, even if it's like a 2/3. Try and make it as... try and put it as much in a way that they will understand it. And I'm sort of having a problem with this because there's a lot of people who like wish for me to engage in things the way that I have in the past. That includes engaging in people in ways that I have in the past. But the problem is, I know for a fact, if I show up somewhere, number one, I'm going to show up like this with my crown, with my blessing bags and my Anabikoak on my wrist, and I'm going to show up as I am. And that's going to be a problem for people. And so I don't understand why, or rather I'm trying to behave with as much wisdom as I have access to, meaning I don't want to force what I'm doing on anybody else, nor do I want anybody to feel uncomfortable being around me because I carry myself the way that I do. However, at the same time, there's people who don't seem to understand that. Or rather, they want you to just put that down. That's just like something that you're doing right now. Just put that down, like, you know, take off the costume and go back to how I used to be. When where I used to be is the costume, and who I am now is who I really am in the Most High and in the Spirit. And so it's very difficult to communicate that information with people because they really want you to just be who you were. And I've never been able to do that anyway. Like, once I changed into a new person, once I evolved as a butterfly, I was a new butterfly. But this time I've evolved into a different butterfly. See, because I think I may have touched on this briefly once, but the butterfly actually, on its path, it may die and come back to life 4 or 5 times. It goes back into the chrysalis. When it's almost dead, it goes back into the chrysalis, wherever it is, and it comes back out as a butterfly again and retains the same DNA again. So butterflies do not just go from one place to the next and don't die on the way. They constantly die on the way. And then they go back into the chrysalis, and then they come back out and they continue their journey to wherever it is they're going. And so you don't even know how many times they die, especially monarchs. They die a lot on their way. They do not leave where they are as a monarch, make the journey as the same exact monarch. No, they're always dying, but they come back with the same DNA. But this time, having sacrificed myself and dedicated myself to the Most High, I'm not coming back as the same butterfly I was last time. I'm a different butterfly. I'm around a bunch of other people who are, you know, they're still the same person fundamentally, I'm not the same person fundamentally. And it's very, very difficult when you're like that. And I don't know if other people are experiencing this, but my strategy is I'm not going to impose myself on anybody. So I'm just not. I don't feel that that's the right way to do things. I don't feel that it's right. And therefore, if I know somebody is, having a particular issue or whatever the case may be, they don't want to resolve it the way that I resolve issues, which is we fighting fire with a flamethrower. If I know they're not going to want to fight fire with a flamethrower, there's no reason for me to be involved because I'm coming with a flamethrower every single time. That's what I do now. I'm not the person who says, oh, I'm going to forgive you 10 million times and you're going to keep abusing me. I'm not that person. And a lot of people, they don't get that. They want me to be the same person I've always been, and I'm just not. And it's very, very difficult. So I'm trying to carry myself with as much wisdom as possible in this regard. And so maybe that will help somebody. But this is an ongoing problem because I am bringing fire I'm fighting fire with a flamethrower every time. And some people, they don't want to fight fire at all. They just... Anyway, the next card is the Seal of Solomon. Of course, Solomon is that Negro with all the wisdom. So our first card was about the gateway to wisdom. And then, of course, we have the Seal of Solomon, which seals us into the wisdom. So this card usually portrays someone who shares personal abundance with those who have a need. In some cards, a generous person is holding a set of balances. This case is Solomon, actually. This card shows that no matter what a person's financial station in life, there's always those who could benefit from an act of simple kindness in hard times. There may be a small gift for a special occasion, such as a graduation or birthday. A bonus at work or a small reward could also be indicated. And this correlates with gift or bonus, temper, generosity, financially self-confident. So like I said, we've been getting a lot of financial self-confident. Again, I don't like going along with the first card. Like, I don't have a problem with a simple act of kindness, but I think me personally, I don't want to engage in a simple act of kindness that's going to keep you suffering. If me being kind in a situation is going to enable you to continue, it's going to enable your suffering, I don't feel comfortable with that. That's outside of what I feel comfortable with. And so, like I said, I don't really know how to deal with this situation, but I'm going with the wisdom that I think I have, the little bit that, and I, ask my guides and maybe ask some questions. But at the same time, like I said, I probably will ask my pendulum. That's a good thing to ask. I just don't want to, I don't want my act of I don't want my acknowledgement of a situation to make it worse. Like, my lack of acknowledgement could make something worse. You could just be like, oh, that's a terrible person. But if I acknowledge it, then I'm also piling on to how much worse you are probably already feeling. And I don't want to do that either. That's just like with the Gentiles. If you like rub it in their face how many of them are dying in floods and whatnot, that's really not a nice way to deal with things. You don't want to rub, if somebody's already down, you don't want to kick them while they're down. And so what do you do in a situation where if you say something, it kicks them, and when you don't say something, it kicks them? Like, how are you supposed to deal with that? And that's kind of like, I'm sure I'm not the only one going through this, because it seems like it wouldn't come up. Oh, that was our last card. Our first card was the Page of Cups. Y'all, I got this all backwards. Let's read the Page of Cups, and let's see if we can put this in order. This is a card of inspiration and new bursts of creativity. There may be an invitation or an offer coming, as well as new plans in the making. As a representative of a person, this card shows a trustworthy and loyal companion, a friend who can be counted on, new talents put into practical use, so that overall feeling is one of serenity and competence in the face of change. A developing psychic ability is possible, and there may be a new relationship or beginning of a current one may be entering a new phase. And this correlates with practical use of talents, creative inspirations, and emotion satisfied. Okay, so now this makes a lot more sense. So let's put this in reverse order. So the first card to come is practical use of talents or emotion satisfied. So this card is practical wisdom. right? The gateway to eternal wisdom is practical in nature. It's not crazy stuff that wisdom tells us to do. It's practical things. It's knowledgeable things. It's things we should know. It's things that would come naturally to us if we were left in our natural form. And then our next card is the seal of Solomon, the abundance that comes from that wisdom, from that practical wisdom. And then we have our last card, the King of Cups, which is being responsible with the wisdom. So as the wisdom / wealth / talent / meanness come in, we have to be practical with it. We have to be responsible with it. We have to be practical with it. We have to, what was the Six of Cups? Hold on. Ace. I mean, that's not cups. That's pentacles. That's way up here. 6 is... Okay, so as the wisdom comes open, we have to receive the wisdom. It's a gift. We have to receive it. And then we have to be responsible with what we receive. So if you receive something, then you're not responsible with it. That can create a lot. That's not a good use of your wisdom. So this correlates directly to my story, but it answered it in reverse. So as I receive this new knowledge in my own sense of being responsible with the knowledge that I receive, I don't want to force it on anybody. And so therefore, for me, in the way that I see the situation, removing myself is the only way to be responsible to deal with the wisdom and the gifts that I have received, because I don't want to flash it in anybody's face. I'm going to come the way that I am. I don't want to distract anyone from whatever it is that they're doing that, you know, I don't want to be a distraction. And since I know that I'm not going to go along with being miserable, you know, over something that I don't see any misery in. Like, I can understand the misery, but I don't see any misery in it. And so therefore, the only responsible thing would be to remove myself, because I'm done being sad over a lot of stuff. You know, it's a lot of sad things that have happened, and I'm done being sad. Like, being sad, it's almost like when you mourn a person too long, number one, you turn that person into a demon because you won't let them go. But second of all, you're not acknowledging or accepting the fact that they're with the Most High. Like, either you want them to be happy with the Most High, doing what they have to do, handling their business, or you want them to be here with you miserable. And so even I haven't seen what heaven is like, the kingdom is like. I don't know what it's like. You know, I don't have any idea. However, I do have a peace within myself to know that if the person is able to just have peace the way that I have peace, why is it something to cry over? Why is that something to be sad about? I mean, my grandmother died. It was very, very upsetting. And, you know, I did cry, but at the same time, I saw the way the world was going. This was in 2017. She hated Trump with a passion. Most of her waking moments was how much she hated Trump. And that's no way to live. So given the choice of continue to be miserable and have seen this election and all of the misery that came with it, or to go before it even happened, I'm not wishing that she stayed here for this. And, you know, I mean, there's a lot of other stories I could tell about that, but the point of the matter is I felt like I should be sad, and I did allow myself a time to cry, but at the same time, I was like, she is so lucky that she does not have to be here for this. If I was her, I would not want to be here for what's coming next. And I really felt that way, and I still feel that way. I feel that way for anyone who... any one of our people, any one of our brethren that is allowed to check out before the party gets started, because this is not a party you want to go to. Like, I never imagined myself making it through to whatever is going to happen next, through these times that have never happened, in a time that has never happened on the planet. I never imagined I would make it to a time such as this. And I'm very grateful to be to have a role to play, or whatever the role may be. But at the same time, I would never wish that anybody have to deal with this, because it's going to be a lot of hard work, and it's going to be a great reward at the end. But at the same time, it's going to be a great amount of work before we can even get close to the reward. So, you know, I don't know. I just wish there was a way to explain to people that I'm not the same person that I was. I mean, obviously, if you see me and you hear me talk, you know that I'm not. But I feel it's very unwise to, after I just spent the last 6 months trying to put my personal life back together from the ashes, literally the ash heap of history, I feel it would be very reckless of me to now take everything that I've learned and go back and do this. It's just like being tempted on going back to church. I think it would be very foolish for me to think I'm going to go to anybody's church right now. And I feel like it's the same thing with certain situations. It'd be very foolish for me to fall back into what I just came out of when I finally just got out of it. I don't see how that makes any sense at all. That seems very very foolish, and being that so much, good things are on the way, I'm not going to make a foolish decision now when, the good things are so close. But I'm going to talk to my angels about this or whatever and see if I'm maybe not seeing the whole point. But to be honest, I just, I'm always evolving. And when people don't evolve, I don't know what you do. I don't know what you do when people don't evolve. Oh, let me let y'all see this while I write it down. I started writing. Oh, not me. Or is that the Knight? Y'all, that's the Knight of Cups. Why can't I get any of the... I always mistake the King for the Knight. So we got the Page and the Knight. I'm sorry, hold on. I've got to redo this one more time because that is the Knight. This daggone deck is so hard to read. This is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. That is the Knight of Cups. That's a small K. It's basically the same, but the keywords are opportunity, invitation, artistic expression, breakthrough, young man of sensitivity. Oh, this card of enjoyment of good times. Yeah, right. That's not what's going on. That's not the King. That's a Knight. Okay, well, if somebody's invited, for the record, if someone's inviting me to something that's going to be fun and a celebration, I have no problem. But that's not what is happening. This thing is not going to be fun. It's going to be very, very sad, and I can't. I'm on way too high of a vibration to be sad. I just am. So anyway, let's do the blessing of the Sassur, y'all. I have ruined this card reading every single way that it could be ruined. I got the cards in the wrong order. I got the wrong cards. I don't know what's going on. All right. The blessing of the Sassur. Blessed be the light beyond all being. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Keter. Blessed be the breathing of origination. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Chokma. Blessed be eternal wisdom. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Bina. Blessed be omniscient understanding. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Chesed. Blessed be perpetual compassion. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Gevurah. Blessed be almighty justice. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Tiferet. Blessed be transcendent beauty. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Netzach. Blessed be unceasing victory. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Had, blessed be surpassing glory. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Yesod, blessed be infallible foundation. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Malchut, blessed be all life throughout the kingdom. Forever blessed be the mighty one. All praise, all glory, and all honor go to the Most High, the King of kings, the Lord of lords, the great I am, loving kindness, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We thank you for allowing us to speak with the angels for just a few moments, and we would like to report that they have given us a message that fulfills the covenant with us, and we would like that to be noted to their records. We thank the earthly mother for always being with us. We acknowledge our older brother, Yahweh, and the perfect example that he set. And to all the angels, we have let the Most High know that you fulfilled the covenant. We thank you for your hard work and service to the kingdom. You guys are doing an excellent job. Let God be praised in the beginning and the end. Who supplicates him, he will neither despise nor refuse. God above us, God before us, God possessing all things. May the Father of heaven grant us a portion of mercy. Beru Shem Kevod Malchuto Lo Olam Vayed. Blessed be the name of his glorious kingdom throughout eternity. Ha Rashaman Hu Yashazir Lanu Avodat Biet Hamikdash Limkoma Bimhira Biyamanu Omen 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 and Selah. May the merciful one restore unto us the service of his holy temple to its place speedily and in our days. Amen, 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 and Selah. To the spirits who are here with us, you're invited to go in peace. To my beloved viewers, you're invited to be at peace. And always remember, the Most High is your peace. Shalom, everyone. We'll see you for the reading tomorrow morning at the more.